You know, with every season here on 2K TV, we like to give ourselves, Team 2K TV, some challenges. So for Season 6, we thought, why not hit up every major event?
Not just hitting up every major event, but you've got to get wins. Team 2K TV has to finish Season 6 with a positive record.
You know what? Challenge accepted. I guarantee a one-game win per event. I have full faith in Team 2K TV.
Listen, you're the only one that has faith. Here
with Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Jazz. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. Johnson is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Mikan at the center. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Giannis with the ball.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides, what was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Here's Murray. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And Brent, clearly a lot of games left on the schedule, but when do players start taking notice of the standings?
I feel like All-Star break is always the time, Kevin, where you're looking at things and you're trying to do the math about, okay, let's see, we got 34 games to go. We're going to have to, be 20 and 14 to get ourselves in this position. But usually at the All-Star break, when guys are away, you take assessment of that, and then you know that second half of run, where you got to get to in order to be a team competing in the postseason.
And here's Gordon after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Timeout. Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble, this time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Brent, is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. Take it away from the court. Think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
And so here's Denver. Still without a basket in the game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Vancouver's head coach. We talked about the problems Aaron Gordon presents on their defense. Coach said, with his athleticism, whoever guards him is going to be exhausted by his activity. That's something we need to account for. That means a lot of rotation players on the big man tonight. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Hurry. Good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board. Well, it's the range that Jamal Murray has that's really impressive.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, that goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution. so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Bull. Murray, the pass to Bull. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And at the time, Murray's 20 points per game were the most ever by a Kentucky freshman.
How about that? And then he comes into the league and shows you that he's got the kind of confidence where he's going to take a shot off the dribble, get around the pick, read a defender going underneath, and just start to pile up points in a hurry. And some of those have come at some of the biggest moments in the playoffs.
Shot clock at 5. It's deflected.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And yes, it's good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Vancouver.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Another 3 for Denver.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bull's got his second bucket of the night.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively. Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Johnson outside for Murray. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
And it's Vancouver with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
The Nuggets trail by 18. We've got Monte Morris, and it's Patterson in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Patterson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nuggets.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The pass to Najee. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Johnson. Nader. And it's sent back by Irving. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Morris dishes to Patterson. Poked away. Clock at 6. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
To the paint. To the inside. They need this, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Denver making a switch here. Campazzo's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson kicks to Embiid, 16 feet away, and good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Pass to Najee. Morris outside.
I got your help side.
Over Embiid, and the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Bird, the pass to Irving. From deep, Jordan, and again it's Vancouver with a 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Denver calls timeout. And your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Patterson. Gordon comes in for Nader. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And Vancouver also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. Jordan against Murray. Gordon trying to break loose. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
Irving double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And Vancouver with the possession here. Bird's shot is good. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Murray, good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Bounce pass from Jordan. Bird dishes to Jordan. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And so often acting as the catalyst. Doncic there playing off the ball, ready to catch and fire.
To the middle, here's Murray, and Jordan sends it back.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And Vancouver with the possession here, and it's in there.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Step back and squared up.
Well, Luka has options all over the floor. He's a versatile shooter who can utilize the mid-range.
Here's Murray. And Embiid with the block. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floating it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Vancouver opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish, and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at Vancouver, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Magic Johnson in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Vancouver, who they've got. They've got Irving. Embiid is out there with Bird. Then it's Jordan, and it's Mike in at the 5 spot.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Shot from 12, and it's Denver scoring again.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
Bird kicks to Jordan. Passes to Irving from outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Murray, good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Irving passes to Jordan. And the shot is good. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Patterson, he's checked in for Bol. Green comes in for Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. So Vancouver going with almost an entire new group here. Davis is checked in for Embiid. LeBron comes in for Bird. Moncrief is checked in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for Jordan. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
Morris outside. From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. That's tipped. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Moncrief defending. It's tipped, and he recovers it. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Nader, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Nader's got his first basket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Johnson against Morris. James kicks to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris with the ball. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Denver making a switch here. Najee's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Moncrief defending. On the wing, Morris. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
LeBron left side. Johnson good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Vancouver.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
You know, if he makes 1 or 2, he will challenge himself from beyond the line, and he's capable of getting it there.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Vancouver. Ball comes in for Moncrief. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Tipped away. Johnson, the pass to James. No problems knocking that one down. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, ball. Pass to James. Charity stripe shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Davis has got his first points of the night.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Johnson, the pass to Davis. Kicks it out to Johnson. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Johnson's got 10 points here in the second half. Anderson against Davis. Wide open look. That's good on the jump shot. 16 points for him.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And it's Vancouver sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Bowl, and it's Campazzo in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Campazzo, the pass to Watson. To the inside. And Paul with the block. Antetokounmpo dishes to Johnson. Lets it go from 11, and he gets the bucket.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for Denver.
JaMychal Green.
Pass to Bull. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Campazzo, the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Vancouver. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Down low, and Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And so here's Denver. Campazzo, the pass to Bull. Now Watson. Knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. From deep three-point range, and again it's Vancouver with a three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Campazzo, the pass to Bull. To the middle. And Davis sends it back. Pass the ball. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Ball's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Martin surveying the floor. Kicks to Watson. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Ball with it, now guarded by Barton. Ball, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Howard. Deep two from Ball. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ball's got 8 here in the quarter.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
To end the cold streak, and Barton throws it down.
Man, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Here's Vancouver with the ball. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Ball finds Doncic. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Barton dishes the ball. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Patterson, he's checked in for Bol. And Vancouver also making a switch. Moncrief, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Barton inside the line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Barton continues to work on that jump shot and is now a viable threat to score from there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Vancouver.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Johnson.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Sidney Moncrief on the wing, guarded by Green. Out to Moncrief. Great play by Bird to set it up.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That's blocked by Bird. And they get it back. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. A resounding victory.
Kevin,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and Dave.